was I? The Delights of Van Horn. Or Eagle Flies. Or Rains Fall. Maybe we'll go here. Try this out.
Yep.
Okay, Arthur. More to fall.
Alright, don't get all worked up.
Wait, I can't. Okay, I need to drive the other way out of camp, I guess.
Hey, big man. Worried. Really worried. Me too, Uncle. What's gonna happen, you know? To everybody. I guess folks is gonna make a choice. Whether they live or die. And you? I don't have that choice no more. I'm just trying to help others see clearly. That's my choice.
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Good man.
I'm a good cowboy. Alright, let's get on this damn horse and drive the other way out of camp since they don't
You
want us to
okay,
use
boy?
the road that goes
Okay,
through camp. Stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna need a reroute like Google Maps. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Easy, easy.
No, don't shoot the guy. Why is...
Ayúdeme. Me duele.
He needs even more help? I saved him and he needs even more help?
I got some medicine.
Medicina. ¿Ya para qué? No puedo.
Oh. And he still died. I tried. I tried to save this poor bastard. Okay.
Time to go, boy.
Let's see. Go this way. I love this part of the map. It's so pretty. Reminds me of the drive up to like Yosemite.
All right there, boy.
Oh,
Okay there.
all the wildflowers and everything. It's
Easy.
beautiful.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh shit. I thought there was like a discoverable at that little campsite. I might be tripping though.
Out of the damn way. That's it, boy. There, boy. Yeah.
Wapiti.
Yeah, you're a strong one, boy. Hello, sir.
Whatever you're looking for, this isn't the place.
I'm looking for Rain Falls. Is he around here?
Hey, boy.
Oh, well.
Hello, mister.
So it goes.
Why are you here? There's no
I don't blame them for being hostile. Oh, there he is. I feel bad even being here. Like he couldn't meet me somewhere else.
Hello? Come in. You don't sound very well. I'm not.
Hi,
I think
Dolphins.
I'm dying.
How are you?
I hope you find peace.
Okay,
I
I've
don't know
got
too
something
much
to
about
say
this.
about that
Apparently
dentist.
not.
It's my first time at that
Did you
dentist.
have
I
fun with
went
my
there
son, the
thinking
impetuous
I'm
prince?
getting a cleaning
I
and an
believe you went on the
exam like
radio.
I've always gotten at the dentist. It was just
I'm
an
sorry.
exam. I have to go back in like
I
2 weeks to
suppose
go
I
get
lacked
my
the
teeth cleaned.
grandeur of a
I was like, is
conventional
this some
king.
kind of insurance scam?
I don't know too many
Have you ever
games.
experienced that? I haven't ever
Well,
experienced
favors.
that.
He's
Usually,
already
you know,
exacted
the
some
hygienist
measure
does the
of
cleaning,
revenge for
and then the
rape.
doctor, the dentist comes in
Two
and does your
women were
exam.
assaulted by his
No.
men.
It was just, they took a bunch of x-rays, the doctor saw me and like poked and prodded at my teeth, and then was like, okay,
Sometimes the
well,
correct path, the
everything looks
bravest
good,
path,
we'll
is the least
schedule
obvious
your
and also the
cleaning on your way
gentlest.
out.
I'm a great disappointment to my
You should have
son.
seen the look on my face. I was just like,
Seems to want
what?
My son
Right?
thinks
I've
there's
never
glory in
just
death.
gotten an exam.
Maybe he's right.
And they
But for
mentioned
me,
like the hygienist was
I
out,
saw
so I don't
death
know
being
if they had
handed out
intended
so
to
freely
do
by the
both
most
today
foolish
and like
men.
the
I
hygienist
never
was
could
sick or
equate it with
something,
victory.
or if this was their plan all
Glory
along
has
and it's some
come in
kind of
service.
insurance scam. I'm not sure.
Maybe not, I don't know.
I was just shocked. You
I've
should
killed
have
a
seen the
lot
look
of
on my
people.
face. I couldn't
a whole
believe
lot
it.
of dumb reasons. I ain't never seen much glory in it.
Well, your friend, Mr. Vanderlyn, he talks a lot. I don't know him.
On the
my
bright side
son
though, I
is
don't have any
usually
new
that.
cavities or anything.
I'm not sure I get you.
But I like complained about one of my old fillings
Perhaps we could
hurting,
go for
and
a
he was like, "Well, I
ride.
don't see any reason for
I'm
it to
an
be
old
hurting.
man.
Like, sorry to be dismissive of
My
your
whole
pain,
life
but
I've tried to
it looks
bring
great."
peace.
It's like, oh, okay, so I'm just having like
I
mystery
ain't
pain in
doing
my
so
teeth.
good.
Then maybe you can
Damn.
take pity on my plight. Please, it won't take long. And maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course. Follow me.
So where are we going?
Okay, let's
I want to
bounce.
show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing.
This mission has some great background music. Oh, let me take the waypoint off. I don't like bad waypoint management.
What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length. But regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all?
What's that
I would
instrument
rather
called? Is
certain
it the
actions
pan
be taken by
flute?
friends outside the tribe.
I might be making that up. That might not even be an instrument.
Any assistance would be much appreciated, Mr. Morgan.
It's beautiful though.
So I should take this as a yes? Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Enjoy the
I
ride.
think I missed the response
We'll
period.
continue
My bad.
on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you.
Makes me wish I was driving up to Yosemite. It's so beautiful.
See the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Truth.
Yeah. Go on, get out of here.
Good. There was no need to harm them.
Any other day I would have just shot him. But when I'm with Rain Falls, you know, I want to be an extra
Don't
good
feel like
cowboy.
you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
So, we don't know each other too well, but I wanted to speak to you about your son.
Oh man, I'm
Let's
looking
keep
at my
moving.
camera
I
preview.
want you to see this place.
What? This light is way too bright. I gotta get a different light. Damn. I'm looking like Jesus in this white shirt.
I was
It's not
there
even that
on
white
the
of a
ready
shirt,
to
it's more of
steal
an
back
ivory.
Those horses and, well, you know something.
Looks like I'm on my way to be baptized or some shit.
Yes, a little. Mostly from your friend Charles.
I guess today I'm cosplaying as Jesus. You know, I kind of got the long locks going. If you go with the whole
I just don't.
Sorry,
xenophobic white
that'll
Jesus
have to
look.
wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here.
I don't know if I'm supposed to follow it or what. Yeah, I guess this is a Jesus cosplay. Maybe I should go put on my cowboy
is
hat
what I
or
was
something
looking
so
for.
it's less Jesus-y.
English mace.
Jesus-y? That's a word now.
Okay, let's
English
continue
mace.
on.
Wait, should I pick some English mace too? Or there's only the one?
I was saying, I just don't trust that he's got your son's best interests at heart.
So what can
Looks
we
like
do?
this tanning rack here. In the middle of nowhere.
I don't rightly know.
Kinda weird.
Charles and I just thought you should be aware. Maybe there's a way
I told
to
my
stop
sister to
things
come
from
by.
getting
I hope
any
she
more
comes
out of
by.
control.
I don't even think she has a
Thank you,
Twitch.
Mr. Morgan.
But hopefully she watches
Let
it.
me give this some thought.
Things that bad on the reservation?
Yes, this conflict with Colonel Favors and his regiment at Fort Wallace continues to worsen. Many of the elders
Maybe
are
she
sick,
is.
and the young
Christine
feel that any
Bobini.
compromise is an admittance of defeat.
Well, we ain't done much to calm the situation.
But I have to continue to seek to resolve.
My sister
matters
that's
through
closest to me in age
peaceful
is the only
negotiation.
one that would ever tell to
Or
come by my
futile.
stream. Well, that's not true. I guess I would tell Kristen
I'm
as
not
well.
so sure about that.
I think Kinsey, my youngest sister, thinks too highly of me. And then my older sister is like 10 years older than me. So she's doing the whole husband kids thing. Be kind of awkward. Considering she's, almost 40 now.
Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng.
Wait, Christine texted me today and she said to let her know when I wanted to play Mario
This
Kart.
will combine well.
I was like, I always want to play Mario Kart. Are you kidding me? I was just bitching. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago? I couldn't even get my sisters to play Mario Kart with me.
Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these together. They taste awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now.
I appreciate the herbs, but I think it's gonna take more than that. I saw a doctor and he says I'm in a pretty bad way.
I'm sorry to hear that.
This situation we're in, me,
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Judge and
bawl
the
my
others,
eyes out at the end of this
I
chapter.
don't know how long I got.
Maybe I should just do it tonight.
Some of them,
Get it over with.
they still got a chance to have a life. I just think if I could give them that, then maybe this ain't all for nothing.
I think there's
Just rip
much
off
you
the
can
Band-Aid.
still do, Mr. Morgan.
Okay, huge Yosemite vibes. I want to go to Yosemite now. I mean, I always would be down to go to Yosemite. But look at this. so beautiful. It's tragic how mismanaged that park is, how understaffed and all that, but truly one of the most beautiful national parks I've been to. I really like Yellowstone as well. I honestly kind of think Zion is overrated. I'm about to have people coming for me for saying that, probably. I'm gonna get like subtweeted or something. Arches, very cool, very hot though. Almost passed out from heat exhaustion on my way up to the delicate arch. Because we'd been in the car for
No,
15 hours or something.
can't be.
And then my first time getting out of the car was to go hike to Delicate Arch in 90-degree desert heat. What's going on here?
They destroyed everything. I need to find the Chanupa. Who would do
Oh,
this?
you know what I need to do?
Someone who wanted to
Stupid
enrage
thing.
you.
The ads.
Help me look
Sorry
around.
if you get an
Please.
ad. I hope it's a good
The
one.
Chanupa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here.
I got some kind of email from like Streamlabs or Stream Elements or something about doing an HBO Max sponsorship or
It's
something.
ruined.
Scans your speech on your stream or something. You know what
I
you're
cannot
talking
believe
about?
this.
Because I've been talking about White Lotus a lot. And then I thought, I've already been talking about it. Why can't I get paid for the streams? The last 3 streams I did, I was talking about White Lotus the whole time. Inspect bottle.
An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the
That's how
Chanupa.
it should work, honestly. I didn't really look into it or anything. I just read the subject line of the email. But if I'm already talking about HBO Max and they know
reason
that,
would they have?
they can just send me a check. It's that easy. So beautiful. I know the quality doesn't quite come through on the
Oh,
stream,
there they
but
are. These
it looks great. You
brave
gotta trust
men.
me. And if you haven't
Some
played
of
this game,
Colonel
play it.
Fair's men.
Play it
They
in
must have been the
60
ones who did
FPS.
Are you
4K.
surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
Well, you got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved us
God,
here.
white people are actually the worst.
They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they've broken each one.
Just turn the whole country back over to the tribal governments.
Now they've taken the last hope.
We have fucked it up enough.
Now my people are going to want a war. A war they can't win.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Remember we went on that
I'm
really
gonna
long
go in,
road trip
Get your Chanupa, no one will be any the
during the
wiser.
Trump presidency, and it was
Would you do that?
Well, you can't go. They know why you
so
come.
shocking to be on
Yeah,
tribal
yeah.
land during that time period
Don't
because
have any money.
No, I don't need your money.
you know everything switches over. The radio station switches over.
Please see if they have
Everything,
our
like
sacred
the
items.
chatter around you and gas
try not to
stations and
hurt
everything
anyone.
is different. The people
I'll
you
try
run
to make
into
sure
are
they never even
different.
know
What
I'm
they're talking
there,
about
but
is different.
Actions don't
But to
always
just
go the way you
hear the
plan.
radio broadcasts and how normal and well functioning everything was on tribal lands, it just it was almost heartbreaking in a way.
If you could do this for me, I
It's
would
like,
very
wow, it's
much
kind of a sense
appreciate
of
it.
normalcy amidst, you know, a country in chaos.
You said you were going to look for the Chinumpa.
Oh. Okay. Get to the camp. So, I guess I take my horse. And are they just gonna let me because I am a white guy, I guess? I can just roll up to this camp. And he can't. That's why he needs to stay back.
Are you not going down there?
No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Come on now, boy. Yeah. Easy.
Oh, he needs heavier clothes.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, with the white bison drip. Yeah. Ballin'.
Hey.
Search the camp for the sacred items. Should I kill everyone? Do I need to kill everyone? Or do I just sneak? Let me take some weapons, just in case. I do need to kill some people. You know what? Maybe I should just look at the mission book thing. And find out the real way to do it. I'll take the bow, and I'll take the... Let's take the Evans repeater. I'm doing Rainfall's Archaeology for Beginners right now. To get a gold medal, I have to recover the relics without being detected. Okay, so gold standard is to not be detected and recover the relics within 1 minute 30 seconds. I guess I already fucked that up because it took me an awful long time to figure out what I was supposed to be doing, how I was supposed to be getting there, and I'm sure 1 minute and 30 seconds is way already passed. Gallop down the hill and dismount a short distance before you reach the camp. Crouch walk straight to the relics while the patrolling guard moves away. Then quietly return to your horse and gallop at full speed back to Rainfalls. They want you to do the entire thing in 1 minute 30 seconds. That's a goddamn speed run if I've ever heard one. See, okay, so I need to do it without being detected. So it can't be done. I can do it. I can do it. It looks like the relics are right in the middle on a table, and they want the patrolling guard to be on the far right, and it looks like he is.
Sure looked like one. I'm up near the Canadian border someplace.
We got an intruder.
Oh my god.
You're done for.
Well, I guess we're just gonna kill everyone. Well, I mean, these aren't good people anyway. I know Rainfalls, like, didn't want dead people and stuff, but, you know, they're terrible people. They stole sacred relics. You know, oh, man. Well, maybe we get a chance. I still can't gold it, but maybe I can do it again without them knowing. Should I just restart it? Let me restart it. Maybe I can speedrun it. Probably not. Probably not.
Hello?
Come in.
God damn it, it's gonna make me ride all the way back up there. I forgot how long the trip took.
You don't sound very well.
I'm not.
I thought by restart the
I think I'm
mission,
dying.
you know, I was already gonna be at the destination.
I don't know too much about peace.
Skip this.
Apparently not.
Damn. What the hell is Zuko's Taco? I'm seeing Zuko Taco's Twitch stream
Follow
title
me.
right now.
Let's go.
Tater tots are starch deal does in disguise. What? What?
Why are you riding off like that? So you were saying
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing. What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length, but regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much.
God, I cannot believe I have to go
So
back.
what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
Sure, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can. I'm sorry to be forward, but there's so much to be done. Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see
This
you both.
is archaeology for beginners, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
I don't know what I just agreed
Enjoy
to.
the ride.
We'll continue on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you.
Coming
See
past.
the wolves over there feasting on that horse?
What kind of horse does he have?
Brutality and beauty are both all around us.
Nakota.
Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
Ah, yeah. Go on, get out of here.
Good. There was no need to harm them.
It's okay, Bojack. Don't be scared.
We can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
So, we don't know each other too well, but I wanted to speak to you about your son. I was there on the raid to steal back those horses, and, well, you know something of Dutch, I think.
Let's go. We can rest when we get there.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, a little. Mostly from your friend Charles.
I don't know why Dutch is getting involved in your situation, and this ain't easy to say, but I just don't trust that he's got your son's best interests at heart.
So what can we do?
I don't rightly know. Charles and I just thought you should be aware. Maybe there's a way to stop things from getting any more out of control.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Sorry, hold up a moment. That'll have to wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here. Are you all right back there? It's best we stay together now. Yeah. This is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue on. So anyway, thank you, Mr. Morgan. Let me give this some thought. Whoa. Yeah. careful. There are some steep turns up ahead, but the views are beautiful from up here. Hurry up, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, Christ almighty. Glad I didn't fall over the edge.
Are you okay, Mr. Morgan?
Okay. We're back in business. God damn it, I almost want to change my fucking shirt. I keep looking over. What the hell?
Come on.
I was not trying to do a
Let's stay
Jesus
together.
cosplay.
Hold. Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng. This will combine well. Wait there.
What's
I'll
up?
put these in your saddlebag.
Okay.
Mix these together. They taste awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now.
I'm really confused as to how to gold this mission, but I'm going to try.
Whoa. What's wrong?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can literally have a picture with arrows showing me how to do this. I'm still gonna fuck it up. A minute and 30 seconds, that's actually a speed run though. That's really fast. They say so. I need more chapstick. Let's just leave it out. God damn it.
It's just up ahead. It's happened. No! It can't be. No! They've destroyed everything! I need to find the Chanupa.
Yeah, white people be like that, destroying everything.
Someone who wanted to enrage you.
Help me look around, please. The Chanupa's gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here.
There's something over here.
Whiskey.
Looks empty, too.
White man's devil juice.
Well, let's keep looking. Who would do such a thing?
What? He's, oh my god, he's like soft walking into the
reason
rock.
would they-
Whiskey. Bastards are having a party up here.
God, I need more water.
Come, take a look at this.
Oh my god, it's
An
floating
empty
in
bottle
midair.
of
What the
whiskey.
hell?
Well, if they drank
That's
all
what's
that,
really
they
fucked
couldn't
up
have
about
got too far.
this.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chanupa.
What the hell? Oh god. This is my first time seeing that, I think.
There's some whiskey here.
Look there.
There's whiskey everywhere, it sounds like.
Quick! There's someone down there. Do you have any binoculars?
Of course I do.
Oh, there they are. These brave men. Some of Colonel Favor's men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
This is the way that I need to
You
come
got
in.
like
I need,
that wall.
apparently I need to walk
That
right through the
wall.
middle of the camp. But I think,
Moved us here.
yeah, that doesn't make any
Taken
sense.
Everything we had. I signed 3 treaties
I feel like this
myself,
book is
and
just
they broke
baiting and
each
trapping
one.
me.
No, they've taken the last hope.
The way that they have the
Well, my
exterior
people
guard
don't wanna
moving makes
war.
sense, but there's way too many people in the middle of the camp
Well,
just
they
hanging
can't
out.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
in and
try.
jump, but no one will be any the wiser. Let's go, boy.
Oh god. I colossally fucked this up last time. I can do it. That's not the mindset. I can do it. I can speedrun this in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I can get this done without alerting anyone, and it's gonna be fine. Said quickly gallop down the hill. Get off a short distance before arriving at the camp. Crouch walk. The exterior guard's moving as expected. I'm apparently supposed to walk right down the middle of the camp and get it. I don't know how nobody saw me. What the fuck was that?
I heard old Favors was trying to get him transferred. Don't like him much. He always seemed like a decent enough fella.
And it shows me just going right behind these people.
Monroe went to West Point. Favors never made it. Yeah. I'm sure.
Fucking god.
Engines. So silly, though. I know. Who wants to fight them?
Okay, god damn it. It looks like it's... Retrieve the chanupa and the sacred items that lie on the ground in the middle of the camp next to the cooking pot. We strongly recommend that you avoid fatalities, as completing this objective without bloodshed leads to a valuable reward. Wait until the guard that patrols around the entire camp moves to the opposite side. Crouch walk over to take the items. Then retrace your steps quietly and leave the area. It says it's on the ground, next to the cooking pot. Oh, shit.
My uncle married an Indian anyway.
Look at these dumbasses. They don't see me?
An Indian? Sure looked like one. I'm up near the Canadian border someplace.
Canada. They got Indians in Canada.
Stop it!
You're dead.
Okay, I didn't do any fatalities. I wonder if I'm still gonna get the reward. Or if they're just, like, can I lose them or are they gonna pursue me really far?
Okay, fella.
Doesn't look like they're following me. I didn't kill anybody, technically. Will I get the special reward? Did I do it in 1 minute and 30 seconds? Probably not. But maybe I'll still get the special thing. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe.
Here.
I found it, and I didn't
Thanks,
kill
man.
anybody.
Thank
Aren't you proud?
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
No one was killed.
Well done. Well done. I wish my son knew such restraint. My people owe you a great debt, and I'm giving you very little.
Hell yeah. Hell
But
yeah.
please, take
What do I get?
this. We believe it to be sacred.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Take those herbs I gave you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace within yourself.
He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. I would love to help him, or at least stop Dutch pushing his son to do something real stupid.
I'm looking at the gold requirements for the next mission. You need 40. Okay, so you have to kill the soldier on the cannon within 45 seconds and get 35 headshots without any consumables. So 35 headshots. How many people am I gonna have to kill? 35 out of how many? Is it like 35 for 35? 35 for 60? How'd I get back to O'Crae's Run? What the fuck? Okay. I was gonna go do Eagle Flies, I think? Yeah, because Captain Monroe's a continuing one. That's the one that I agreed to do while I was driving. I'll do Eagle Flies. 35 headshots? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I guess 35 out of 100, you know, that doesn't sound too bad, but what if it's like 35 for 35? Hey Black Swan, how's it going? I don't think I golded that one. Will it show on my log? Well, let me do the waypoint first. Go to Eagle Flies. Also, can I just stop by Hamish's place? Doing some cleaning, that's always productive. I have a tendency to put things off until I have guests coming over or something, and that's when I do the real cleaning. Like, everything's always pretty much tidy and put away. But, you know, things like wiping down light fixtures and baseboards and stuff, that usually gets all put off until, you know, I have guests coming over or something. I need to get better about that. I'm doing well. I have a dentist story. I went to the dentist today for the first time in a while. And I really didn't want to go, and I honestly probably would have canceled, but it took 3 months to get the appointment. I reluctantly went, and I go, and all they did was the exam. And they said, oh yeah, we'll have to get you scheduled for your cleaning. So I have to go back in 2 weeks for cleaning. I have never been to a dentist appointment where they don't do the cleaning and then have the dentist exam, do your exam. Hey, is it an insurance scam? I don't know. It's weird though. I've never been to a dentist that only does the exam. You moved less than a month ago? Oh my gosh. Moving is probably my least favorite thing. It's so overwhelming. Like, you know, accommodating yourself to a new space and decorating and all of that can feel really refreshing. But just like the stress of, you know, packing everything up, making sure you don't lose anything in transit. I've never had the luxury of like hiring movers. I know some people do that, but I've never done that for any of my moves. Maybe one day. It always becomes an incredibly overwhelming process. And then you get into the new place and you realize how much you're missing. Either because you just didn't have it at your old place or you don't know where you packed it.
Show you where we're rowing to.
The dentist is... I had a dentist office that I really liked, but this insurance doesn't cover that place, so I had to go somewhere else, like a new place for the first time. And the dentist and the people and everything were fine. It was not, you know, as fun and welcoming as my previous dentist. I would have rather just kept going there, but it wasn't terrible. But I was just shocked. I didn't know that was even a thing. I've never been to a dentist appointment where they don't do the cleaning and then the exam immediately afterwards. You should have seen the look on my face.
Spent years working on that. Finding the right combination of feathers, twine, and glimmer. Making them, losing them, getting them right. Tried coins, shell cases, even a medal.
I was so furious.
Something he seems to like. Now I hear you can buy him in a
So I have to go back
Oh, well,
there
it's not so
like
satisfying.
January
Getting him with
16th or
something to
17th
shop
or
off.
something.
Easy for you to say. But maybe I'm
Looking
inclined
forward
to agree.
to it. I mean, it's only a 15-minute drive, but that is the middle of January. The chances that there's gonna be like inclement weather or just, you know, downright freezing outside, pretty high chance. Kind of lucked out today though. It was 65 degrees here, which is unseasonably warm.
You got something?
I got something all right.
Hey, hey, you need
Come on now, Tyron, I got you. I got you. Come on. Went all slack. Went all slack. Come back. Oh, it's a drop back.
God.
Hamish!
So dramatic. Road to Hamish.
Bigger than I remember.
Stay there. I'm rowing out to you.
Real quick.
I usually don't see men ever. And my previous dentist was a woman. Like, I specifically sought out a female dentist. But
Come on up here.
I didn't really have much choice. I just had to go to this one place, and I think they have like a rotation of dentists, and I had no clue of really knowing who I was gonna see today. But yeah, it was this kind of
Just my rod.
douchey kind of guy. He was fine, like he wasn't outwardly rude or anything, but
Want another go at him? I still got my
definitely not somebody I would choose for myself.
Your fish now. Cast away.
Row to the
Come
fishing
at him
spot.
from the other
Okay.
way. Row over there. When he bumped me, I had to check twice. Thought I'd find a chunk of me missing.
Hey, Vernick, what's going on?
That will be a first.
I'm not
How's
so
your
sure.
Thursday?
Okay, right here. Our hopes of catching this bastard lie with you. Cash back to where
I'm just
we were.
talking about my
Make sure
extreme
you use that
frustration
roar
with
I
my
gave you.
dental appointment today. To my shock and horror, it was just an exam, and I have to go back in 2 weeks for the cleaning, which I didn't know was a thing.
Reel. Let's land the bastard. Start reeling.
I'm reeling! Doesn't it look like I'm reeling?
Stand steady.
He does the gesture like, hurry up. What? We saw what happened when you did it. What
Don't
a
let him
jerk.
poke you.
I'm trying. I got the arthritis, man.
Bring it in now.
I remember I spent 45 minutes reeling in the legendary sockeye up at Lake Isabella, my first playthrough. I was talking about it at work the next day. It's like, I spent 45 minutes reeling in this fish on a goddamn video game. Only one person understood, because he was also playing the game.
Strong, ain't he?
Loudmouth J.
Time to reel.
Just my boy, Loudmouth J. Come on! Okay, everybody pray to Jesus.
Yes.
Pray to whatever god, goddesses, scientists you believe in. Wish upon a star. Oh, come on.
Reel it in. He's tiring, all right.
So am I.
Try pulling that rod up as you reel.
I am. Okay, it does seem to be getting a little more tired though.
There you go.
I'm going. Getting this fish, damn it. I still haven't figured out what happened with the legendary trout. Okay, that normally wouldn't have gotten in so close to the boat. I'm not gonna complain. Why do people think that's... Especially healthcare practitioners of any kind, why would you think shaming someone would ever be helpful? Like, scolding someone into submission is not the way to go. Worked, had to leave early to walk into a doctor's office because they flatly do not answer their phone and had another date after. Okay, date is good, but doctor's office not answering their phone, not good. I love the primary care physician I have right now, but her office people are kind of the worst. They don't know anything about how to do any kind of paperwork. They don't know anything about handling insurance claims. It's always a mess and a half, but it sucks because I really like the doctor.
Oh, I ain't gonna poach from your pond.
I wish the doctor would just find a different location with the same organization, or
Thanks for taking me out.
I appreciate the company.
start her own private practice or something. I don't like the office that she works at. The people are
Ain't he something?
clueless.
So long.
Hey, you ever want to go out hunting? You stop by again.
You don't like the fishing in the game? I like it. It does hurt my hands. The legendary fishing absolutely hurts my hands. But it feels so satisfying, and it is rewarding when you finally catch one. Oh. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do that earlier, because I rolled up to Hamish's cabin yesterday, the day before, and like, his doors were just locked. It wouldn't do anything. There was no cutscene. He didn't answer. It was weird. I was almost thinking I had to come back during the epilogue. Yeah, the office is... I wish healthcare were different. Yeah, it's almost as if they've made prescription refills. You know, they've largely automated the process and made it so you can just request through apps, either through your doctor's office or the pharmacy. But if you need anything beyond that, it's hell in a handbasket. Yeah, I was gonna go do eagle flies. Oh, the one that says I need 35 headshots to gold. Yikes. No worries. 35 headshots shouldn't be a problem. Where's... Did I already... Oh, I was like, there's no way I ran out of meat. Oh, Arthur sounds really bad. I need to get some more water. I gotta get some more water. Go to the bathroom really quick before I roll up to Eagle Flies. Eagle Flies is Rainfall's son, right? I think so. Okay, sorry if you're getting an ad, people. I hope it's a good one. Hope it's your favorite ad.
Yep. Yeah.
Sometimes late at night, I'll put on a YouTube video of nostalgic early 90s commercials. Not infomercials, just commercials. There are these giant compilations like, I don't know, usually an hour, 90 minutes of just retro commercials. And it usually, okay, my horse is locked. Come on, back up, back up. It usually puts me right to sleep, or sleep's very relaxing. And some of those commercials are just wild. Oh god. It's like every time I come around this corner. Oh god. Oh god. Get away, get away. It's okay, Bojack. Here, have a treat. There are no good ads, streamer. Maybe I was being facetious. Or at least hope you don't get one that's, you know, for Viagra in a language you don't speak. Especially if you don't have a penis. Maybe I should have said that.
You okay, boy?
I was gonna say, it's gotta be a black bear. It can't be a grizzly bear. Grizzly bear be charging my ass. Okay, I'm gonna grab some water and go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Two eagle flies for the 35 headshot gold star mission.
Yeah.
Yikes. Is he up top? Well, I guess so. Wait, what? No, I don't want the... I was getting worried that I was auto-assigning the like sniper rifle to my hand.
So good of you to join us.
What's going on?
Rebellion. The smell of cordite and integrity. It is a beautiful thing.
What are y'all doing?
An eye for an eye. We didn't start this, Arthur. They did.
We? This ain't our fight.
It surely is.
Whatever it is you're planning, it ain't a good idea. They want you to fight.
Nobody will be killed.
We're just gonna trap a few of them in the valley, disarm them, tar and feather them, and remind them to leave these boys alone.
You have energy for pranks?
Come on, Arthur. Just tweaking Uncle Sam's nose a little. I need you to help me. Besides, it's perfect. People will see these boys. They won't notice us, and they'll think we're gone. Everyone will blame everything on the Indian problem, and we'll disappear up the river. But first, we need to trap them in this pass. Help me dynamite
Just
up
Dutch
these
being an
trees.
all-star human being.
So, you're using them.
No, sir. No. Never. But it is mutually beneficial to
Also,
draw
my
attention
drip though.
to one
Got that
problem
legendary
and
bison
avail
coat
over
going on.
another.
These are good people, but their situation is real complex. We ain't helping.
Sure we are. Come on. Let's get this done.
We don't have a lot of time. The patrol should be coming in a few minutes.
Okay. Hurry, Archie. I'll plant the dynamite, you run the wire.
We'll keep lookout from up here.
Just by this point, every single one of Dutch's plans seems so dumb.
So, you finally got to see Colm hang.
Yeah. After all those years. Hard to believe. Oh, but it was worth the wait. See? We're tying up the loose ends, Arthur. One by one.
I think that should do it. Come on now, quick. Get back up here.
Okay, let's go, Arthur.
My spotter will let us know when they're near. They're coming now. Ah, damn. Patrol's a lot larger than we thought it was gonna be.
Don't worry. That's a good thing.
Okay, that's the signal. Here they come. Stay low and quiet.
You sure you don't want me to man that plunger, Arthur?
No, I got it.
Oh, remove the weight of the world from your shoulders for
Oh
a
my
minute.
god.
Like I said, we're just going to give them a bit of a scare.
There they are. Looks like more than we thought.
It's fine. We're only here to talk and administer a
Okay,
little
they're really
good
actually gonna tell me what to do
old-fashioned
with it, right?
humiliation. You're owed that, son, at the very least.
Wait for my lead, men.
Everyone just stay calm. We've got the upper hand here. Okay, they've passed the first charge. If we blow it now, we should have them trapped.
Put your hands up! You're surrounded! Nobody need get hurt! Your humiliation of us has gone on quite enough.
This ain't a good idea.
Put down your guns!
You are making a mistake, boy.
No, you're making a mistake. Put your hands up, soldier. Take a little humiliation and leave these fine folks alone.
Who are you?
A concerned citizen.
Is that so?
What now?
We should move.
No, not quite yet. Soldier, you and your friends gonna tuck tail and run off? Run!
Excuse me?
I'm getting bored of this. Your friends fired first, soldier!
My father won't be happy about this.
They fired first!
No.
Just take them down!
Looks like we got a fight there, boys! It's time you pay for what you've done!
There might be more.
I'll show you all! We're gonna pay everything up!
You started this. Look out! Hold your ground. All up. Throw your hands. You bastard!
This has gone on long enough!
Make your peace!
You fools, you damn fools. It's the army.
It is one regiment of pastry chefs and bullies. Watch your goddamn mouth. All of you, take what you can, and then we move out.
Move now. We have to move now.
You don't have to tell me to loot twice. I like loot. Damn it. Loot! No, don't loot. Yes, loot. Don't loot. Don't loot too much. Fail the mission. Okay, now I have specific instructions to loot soldiers. What the fuck?
Find anything?
Yes. Some poor fool from New Jersey. These boys ain't the problem. They're only kids.
Keep looking.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh shit.
Give it up now.
Peta?
Damn. They're sending riders from the fort. We need to leave.
But where's Peta? Was he killed? He's alive.
Well, that went just about according to plan.
I'm trying, Arthur, with everything I have, and I will keep trying, and you'll keep doubting me, and we'll keep failing.
It ain't like that, Dutch. Look at me. Look at me. I'm worried about folk.
I know. We should go.
Where's Eagle Flies?
Run, son! Run! Come on! This area is gonna be crawling with soldiers in a few minutes. We gotta leave. Now!
What about Eagle Flies?
We gotta go,
Bunch of
Arthur!
dumb ass plans, man.
Ride hard! Stay with me!
Yeah.
Left here! Into the trees!
Really aren't going that
Let's dismount
fast.
here. We won't get the horses down this path. All right, let's carry on by foot. Try and sell them a little snake oil.
But we gotta
It's
tell
all
them to
I've
flee.
got. Get out of here! Yeah. Let's see if we can lose them down here.
What? I'm running into trees.
Send it right back. Let's see if there's a way out through here. More on the left. Something, Arthur. Let's keep going. Follow the path. It's gotta spit us out somewhere.
Let me get my bitchin' hat. Hold on. It's important.
Behind us. Hold them off. This is a losing battle, Arthur. Oh, we gotta do something.
Oh, you don't say. I'm gonna take on the whole fucking army.
There's too many, Arthur. Fall back.
Fuck.
I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
Yeah, I gotta be running out of bullets at this point.
Get out of here. I'll hold them here. Move.
Damn.
This is it. This.
Yeah, even during the first playthrough, by this
Well,
point,
Arthur.
I think any sensible person realizes Dunch is just completely unhinged and grasping at straws.
Okay. Okay. Follow my lead. I got a plan.
Of course he has a plan. Of course he has a plan.
Hello, officers.
Keep them hands up and come here. Put your hands up.
Hello, Captain.
Keep your hands up and come here. Come here.
We We can't do that. Your man... Those men they killed? They were good men. You're fighting nature, Captain. Get over here! Ask my friend here. My whole life, I tried to fight change. It's a waste. I see that now. It's waste. You can't fight nature, Captain. You can't fight change. You can't fight. Big boy! I got you! You're okay! You're okay.
What a mess.
I know, but a mess is what we need. Oh, we just escaped from chaos. Eagle flies must have been taken.
Taken or killed?
Well, we can't go find out.
No, not now.
Charles, we'll send them. Where is it?
He's probably back at camp.
Let's split up. I'll go tell him. You rest up. Keep a lookout. We are gonna make it, brother. I can feel it. Faith, Arthur. Have faith.
So fucked up, dude. Okay. What's next? I can't believe how stupid all of that was.
You alright, boy? Yeah.
Why am I not extremely
Okay,
wanted
there,
in this
boy.
territory after everything that just happened?
There, boy. Out of the damn way. Yeah. Shit.
I just killed a guy. It's always really alarming when you don't mean to do it. But I might as well loot him anyway. And I killed his horse. Rest in peace.
Yep.
Sorry about that. It's a head-on collision for the ages, I guess. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Sometimes I'm flying around these roads.
You okay, boy?
Not paying a lick of attention to what's right in front of me.
How you doing,
Too
boy?
distracted by all the scenery and everything. Looking at
You
the
alright
map
there,
on the
boy?
display.
Yep.
The usual, just Red Dead things.
You're okay, boy. Good boy.
Mr. Morgan!
Hello. Here I am, as promised.
Captain Monroe,
Of course.
Chief's gone out trying to find medications. It's quite a business.
Yes. Thought we were through with all this.
Well, we are, mostly. Colonel Favors seems to think the natives have broken some promise they never made, and apparently he's punishing them by withholding vaccines sent down by the federal government.
Really?
I was supposed to oversee the administration of the vaccines. Now I hear the wagon's been diverted.
Why would he do such a thing?
To be honest, I truly don't know. They say he didn't have a very good war, so maybe he's trying to start another one.
Is that what you think?
I'm trying to find out, and he knows I'm trying to find out. He'd love to provoke me almost as much as he'd love to provoke these poor bastards.
Meaning?
Meaning that despite the fact that I think he's a horse's ass, he knows I think that. So we're just stuck here trying to make the best of things.
This is the best of things. Children dying of diseases.
No. This is awful.
Where is this wagon? Where can we find it?
I can show you. It's supposed to be heading to Wapiti after coming up through Valentine, but it's been diverted south instead.
Come on, Captain Monroe.
Mr. Morgan, we must act with due caution.
Oh, we shall. We surely shall. Now come.
Okay. I think I know a spot where we should be able to intercept it.
Lead the way, Captain. Hey, boy. So, this Colonel Fate, he knows you're up here helping these people?
Yes and no. He knows I'm here to produce a report on the situation. I was
Hi,
sent down
Mimeo.
from the north after all
Is
the
that what I
news
get
of
for leaving
unrest
the
in
door open?
region. And I
Kitty
think
cat
my
gonna come
presence
see me.
might be making things worse.
What do you mean?
I worry he's taking some of these actions more to protect himself now. He can incite more retaliation, maybe he can prove a stronger defense.
Like destroying that shrine.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
And taking their horses. I mean,
Hamsel,
I
how's
don't
it
know if he
going?
personally sanctioned any of this or not.
Hope you're having a good night.
The other problem. There's a
Are you at
culture
work?
now in his regiment. The rot has traveled down the trunk.
Okay.
Look at me being nosy.
Well,
You don't have to answer that.
find this wagon and I'll get the medicine for you. You don't need to be involved.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. But I must ask you, please be discreet. Cannot afford more conflict.
Just woke up and
especially
am
with
at
Edith
work.
Wright
You're
now
sleeping
imprisoned
at
Fort
work?
Wallace. I'm
That's
still
pretty
hoping
awesome.
a meeting can be arranged between Rains Fall and Colonel Favors.
I understand. So I should
I would
drop
like to
the
get paid
wagon
to
back
sleep.
at the
I'm
reservation?
interested.
Oh, no. No. You only need to commandeer the vaccine. Stealing those and an army wagon will only make matters
I'm not great
much
at sleeping
worse.
though, so I don't know who would
Okay.
pay me to do it.
You know, Favors has many flaws, but I don't believe he's callous. More an insecure man at the end of his career trying to cling on to something that's already gone. He fought for the Union in the war, and his record was considered far from illustrious.
Oh, he woke up
Real man
immediately
called
before
most
leaving.
leaders.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right, this is the spot I was thinking of.
Anything
go
fun
up
on your
this way.
agenda tonight, or
Sure.
just the usual?
There's a nice vantage point up at the top here. Okay, let's dismount here. Best leave the horses back a bit. We'll have a good view over the road from this ledge.
Do I need weapons? I don't know what we're doing. Usual stuff, boring night, at least it won't be minus 30. It was minus 30 there
Wagons
recently.
come along this way.
It was 65 degrees
Good
here
man,
today.
Mr.
It's still
Morgan.
61
I fear
degrees
this
right now
task
at 10
will be a
p.m.
fool's errand.
Well, firstly, I'm a long way from a good man.
Which I'm about.
Fool's errands are my
It's
favorite
unseasonably
Fair
warm.
enough.
That outfit is just heat stroke waiting to happen.
We shall be great friends.
You're right.
ask you
It
a question?
is.
Of course.
Why don't you just tell
I
all the
was in
folk up
much
Washington
colder
what kind of
area
guy
the
Colonel
mission
Favors
before.
is?
Just haven't
Save
really
us
changed
all.
it yet.
Lot of
Last week
bother.
at work it was minus 30 with the wind
Unfortunately,
chill.
government doesn't work quite like that.
If you say
That's
so.
horrific. I'm so
There.
sorry to hear
I
that.
think that's the wagon.
Oh my god.
Get yourself out of here.
Just remember.
Oh
to
my god.
clean,
How much do you have to be
Outside.
outside?
I'm as clean as they come. That's all I do.
What percentage of your time
Good
do you
luck. I'll
have
meet
to
you
be
back at the
outdoors?
reservation.
Try not to get yourself killed, Mr. Morgan.
No, no, I can't promise.
What do I need to do? How does it want me to do it though? It says recover the vaccine without being detected, finish within 5 minutes. To meet the time requirement, gallop straight to the wagon, carefully move to either side, staying to the rear of the two drivers. Wait until the on-screen prompt appears, then jump aboard. After you retrieve the vaccine, rush back to Monroe. Okay. Whatever you say.
Come on.
Like they're not gonna hear this horse just galloping up alongside them. I'm not gonna ask questions. It's not giving me a prompt to jump. Here we go. No. I don't know how that worked out. Okay, so I got it.
Time to go, boy. Yep.
I really don't know how that worked out. Oh, that's good. Oh no. Good on you for helping, but damn, that also sucks. Wet clothes in cold weather,
Okay there, boy.
kind of the worst. Ugh. It was very nice of you to help, though. Oh, 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 oh.
There, boy. Easy, boy.
I can imagine. After a long shift, that's all you want to do. And then you're digging a stranger's car out. And then you're wet. And have to be at work for even longer. Ugh.
You alright? That's it, boy.
Oh, thank you.
You good? Captain Monroe, I got the medicine.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, now don't worry. It didn't go too bad.
I'll have to take your word for that. We could both swing for this.
Yeah, well, I think I'm a little past caring about hanging, Monroe.
Maybe. I just hope Colonel Favors thinks he was robbed by bandits and not...
Oh, no, I'm still a bandit. There ain't no doubt about that.
Of course. Well, I better get to work. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Bandit or not, this was a good thing. Maybe it'll get
Yeah,
us both
this is
killed,
all
but it had to be
chapter
done.
6.
I hope
There's just
so.
a lot in chapter 6. It is probably the longest chapter. Oh man, I didn't gold it? I definitely thought I made it back in 5 minutes. Damn. Well, I'm no speedrunner. I know that much. Okay, back to the chapter map. I'm not gonna do T until I really have my wits about me and I can make sure, because there's a bunch of last chance warnings right before I do T. So I guess I'll go ahead and do Micah's. Where am I? I'm at Wapiti. I guess I'll go see Charlotte and then I'll make my way down to Micah. Amsel, we need to play some Fall Guys again. I was like kind of in the mood the other day. I was like, I haven't played in a really long time.
Easy.
Oh, it's just at the stable. This is BoJack Horseman.
There you go.
Princess Carolyn's at the stable.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, let's do it. Let me know when you're free.
All right. Easy. Yeah. You okay? You all right?
You should get Mario Kart. I'm telling you. Get it. You won't regret it.
There you go.
You won't regret it. My sister texted me kind of out of the blue today and said, "Hey, just let me know if you ever want to play Mario Kart." Or something like that. I was thinking about Mario Kart. Let me know when you want to play.
All right.
It's like, are you kidding me? I always want to play. Just tell
There
me.
you go. You're all right. Yeah. You're doing good.
Do you already have a Switch? If you already have a Switch, you should do it. If you're buying a Switch for Mario Kart,
Good.
I would still say do it. But make sure you get like the better Switch that can actually be docked. Because Mario Kart's a lot better with a Pro controller. I don't know how people play with Joy-Cons. I really don't.
All right. That's it.
I have 2 Pro controllers, one of which is just for Mario Kart.
You're all right.
Because I was really hard on the other one and kind of dropped it a million times and sat on it. And yeah, it's not like busted up, but it's not like in pristine condition, and my Mario Kart one is.
You
I
okay,
have
boy?
2 Pro controllers. You've had a Switch for years. Get it? What are you doing, Amsel?
All right there, boy.
It's the top game on the console. You always thought Joy-Cons were easier to play with? Are you kidding me? Like, how do you brake drift with those things?
You're
And the buttons are so small, and the little joysticks are so small. I feel like I have no control. Hook it up to your iRacing setup. That's pretty extreme, dude. What's this? What's going on here? Why is there a gun here? I was here a long time ago. Did I leave one of my guns here? Wait, what's this? That's some bullshit, Amsel. I would argue...
Where's your creation now?
I have an electric lantern now. That's pretty cool, but also... I guess his son killed him. Mario Kart 64 is probably the best. Followed by Double Dash, followed by Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is good though. You know, they should make a new one, but it's still really good. I'm glad they're at least coming out with new tracks. It's at least something. Oh yeah, it's... when I was grinding that game out, I would time when I got on to when Japanese kids were getting out of school, so I could get in the worldwide lobbies and play against the really sweaty Japanese kids. I honestly hate the Mario Kart 64 like emulation thing on the Switch. I can't stand it. I have an N64 and I have Mario Kart for it, and I'd like to play it on the original hardware, but I do not like it emulated on the Switch at all. Double Dash was so fun. I wish they would do another one like that. I love Mario Kart. You should do it. I'll play Mario Kart like right now. Can't stream Mario Kart, but somebody yesterday was like, "Oh, you should get a capture card and stream Switch stuff." And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm interested in that. I would love to stream Switch games, but I also have kind of a shitty laptop." I should stop saying shitty. It's not the worst laptop. It's very mediocre though. And you know, it's aging. It was refurbished to begin with, but it's been fine for what I needed it for. I also got it for $330. Like, what a steal. But yeah, somebody was saying yesterday, get a capture card. And then I think I asked, I said like, you know, is that something I'm gonna be able to use with a shitty laptop? Mediocre laptop? And it sounded like the answer was no. I Aren't capture cards like 200 bucks or something? I would hate to buy a capture card or whatever for 200 bucks and not be able to, still not be able to stream Mario Kart and shit. I'd be really upset.
Yeah. Easy, easy.
You bought the Elgato and still haven't streamed with it? It was not good, but also not terrible. I mean, a MacBook Air is still probably a lot nicer than what I'm working with. I have an HP Pavilion touchscreen laptop with an Intel Core i5 7th gen. So, I mean, it's kind of old by this point. It does stuff,
I was wondering when I was
but
going to see
it
you
seems
again.
like it's a bit
You look
easily overwhelmed.
Different.
Well, the rigors of simplicity take their toll on a woman.
I know, Amsel.
Oh, I
I
know.
keep making
Things are going well.
not great purchasing.
I couldn't have done it without you.
You did it all yourself.
Keep prioritizing other things.
So how are you holding up?
Because I just,
I'm still
yeah,
standing.
I guess I have it set in my
It's
head
just an
that
improvement on the last time.
I want to get what I really want, and
wish
what I
that
really
there was
want is
something
going to
else
be
that I could do.
really
Man,
expensive,
you
and I
have
just see
done
it
more
as
than
like
enough.
one big price
Please.
tag.
Call me Charlotte.
So I'm like, oh yeah, there's just
Arthur.
there's no even reason.
Arthur Morgan.
A reasonable person would probably
Well,
just slowly set money
You take
aside.
care of yourself, Arthur.
Yeah. I'm not exactly a reasonable person all the time.
Well, please go on in
Piggy
and
bank
help
or
yourself to
something.
anything you need.
This is
What's mine is
computer
yours.
on it.
Oh, well, that's very kind.
Take out a loan, destroy your credit, and worry about it later. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh god. I still don't know how much money in student loans I actually owe. I'm glad I don't have to be paying on them right now, but the government still can't decide what I owe them.
Yep.
With a payment plan through Amazon?
You good?
I guess most big retailers probably do have payment plans, don't they? Or stream a ton, develop a simp army and make them pay for it. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't I have to stream probably, you know,
That's
8 to 10 hours a day, pretty much every day,
Yeah. There you go.
and like close to half naked? I don't know if I want to do that.
You good?
I don't have a hot tub to sit in, unfortunately. Maybe they would buy that too, though. I do really want a hot tub.
That's it.
I do really want a hot tub.
Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah.
A SkyTech pre-built for 1,000 and 5-month installation plan, installment plan. Oh, nice! Sick! Congrats! That sounds like a great purchase.
You good?
I know. I also do kind of keep thinking. Just getting a pre-built. It's like I, you know, I have this like fantasy PC picked out on PC Part Picker, but pre-built definitely seems more reasonable. Seems like a much more attainable goal.
Out of the damn
Which is
way.
still gonna be way better than what I have right now.
You alright? Easy. Whoa.
There's one thing you learn. If you have a kiddie pool, call it a hot tub, just wear a bikini, makes no fucking difference.
You good?
It's all up to your imagination.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a hot tub. Oh, you know what? I do have a little fold-up pool for the dog. That would be hilarious. Mr. Peanut Butter would be jumping in and out of it because it's his pool.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're alright.
That would actually be really funny. The water be just disgusting with grass clippings and ugh. All his little toys floating around. PC money by the end of the month. It's freezing right now though, I have to wait till it's warm.
How you doing, boy? You're okay, boy. Good boy.
I'm not opposed to doing that just for shits and gigs though. Oh, is this the house? Is this the house with the thing? Yeah, it is. I remember showing all my online friends this. People who didn't even finish the story and they were like, oh, this is so crazy, this is so cool, how did you know about this? Like, play the game. There's all kinds of cool stuff like this. Apparently, that is actually like a built, non-used character, and people modded it into the online on the PC. So like, you can run into it online on the PC. But I guess it was at one point going to be an actual character element in the game. Look what they're doing. All this crazy shit. Chopping up animals, making chimeras. Oh, have you not seen this room? Look. Look at this thing. Look at that. So that's a walking character online. People have modded that into the game because it was, I guess, in the game files somebody found. Like, not just this one. Though I do think if you come back later, it's gone. I think if I were to come back like some amount of time later, it would be not here. Which is also still creepy. Look at this thing. People are nuts, man. Is this a literal man, bear, pig reference? Yeah, it appears so. It's got the heart of a bear or whatever, the boar's head. Did it take the letter? Oh, inspect the letter. So much creepy shit in this game. I still haven't had any of the ghost encounters in this one. No, I still haven't done that check for the Man in the Hat either. I also watched a video on that today. It just kind of came up on autoplay because I've been watching a lot of Red Dead Redemption videos. Both Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2. But one series I really like is by Real Pixel. He just deep dives into the historical accuracy of all these different components of the game. He does have ones that go by chapter, and then he has ones for specific topics. Like today, I think I watched the O'Driscoll one. And like I watched a bunch of the chapter ones the day before, I think. Oh, definitely go check it out. I don't remember how I came upon it the first time. But once I found it, I was kind of obsessed with showing people it. I was like, look at this shit. Yeah, you just climb onto the wagon in the yard, then onto the little awning, and then through the broken window. That's the only room in the house that you can access, I believe.
Ah, there he is. Old Black Lung Morgan.
Shut up.
Was you followed?
Excuse me?
Was you followed?
I used to
You
watch
know
South
you're
Park.
talking.
I ain't sure.
I haven't really kept
I ain't
up
sure
with
about
it
much no
adulthood,
more.
though.
All I know is
Swamp
there's
has a ton of weird
law
stuff.
whenever you're around.
That's so
Just
it seems
those
to me.
weirdos
Since you've been
that,
riding with us,
you
there
know,
ain't been
paint
nothing but
themselves and
stirring things up all
sneak
the
up
time,
on you
getting
with
in
like
Dutch's
throwing
ear.
knives and
She's
tomahawks.
wherever
Those
you
people
is,
are
there's
scary.
Pinkertons and vice versa.
Makes you not want
You
to visit
better
the
watch
South
your
in real life.
goddamn mouth, boy.
Some parts of the South aren't too bad.
Take it
parts.
easy, cowboy. You're gonna do yourself a mischief where you're heading.
Micah, shut it!
He started
Oh,
it.
they're very scary. The
Dutch
Night Folk,
says
that's
we
what
is
they're
to go
called.
on with plans to create a diversion. We gotta get some explosives to blow up the bridge. Keep the army out of here a few days.
I think it's a real bad idea.
I don't think Dutch cares too much what you think.
That's clear.
We gotta confuse him one last time. Then he and I will head to Blackwater, collect the money, and help everyone leave. He's got a boat lined up.
Blackwater's a fool's errand. Everyone knows it. Even a greedy moron like you.
It's Dutch's choice, Arthur. You're just a senior gun, same as the rest of us. Only you ain't well.
I'm fine.
Then you'll do Dutch's bidding, which is robbing a stage that's coming from Annisburg full of explosives.
Rob a stage. All we seem to ever do is rob a stage, you and me.
Not me, you two. I got my own planning to do. You boys got this.
Shit. Guess we have. Come on, Arthur.
And Cowpoke, take it easy. You could do with a vacation, hmm?
All right, let's go.
Okay. There's so many of them in Chapter 6.
Micah says we should jump it as soon as it
It's hard to
comes
keep
through
track
Van
of.
Horn.
And yeah, so many
you're
character
taking
lines
orders
are just
from him now?
converging at this point. You've
taking
got
orders
a
from
major
Dutch,
character
same as
line with
always.
Sadie going on, one with Strauss, one with Micah, one with Eagle Flies and Rainfalls,
Well, that needed to be done.
and their associates. There's a lot going on by this point.
Down our necks.
See,
A lot of
I'm
moving
starting to
parts.
think that you've gone soft, Morgan. Hey, hold up a second.
Good job.
Pinkerton Patrol, over there. Okay, I think
Pinkertons.
we're clear. Let's head off.
Micah is so goddamn annoying. I wish you could, you know, give him the beat down or something every once in a while. Just put him in his place.
Okay, let's hold up here. So, the wagon will be coming from that way, down from Annisburg. It'll take the two of us to stop it.
What do I got on my loadout?
It'll never
No,
get done.
no.
So,
Go
I was
return
thinking,
this.
you go play dead, and I'll take care of it.
No,
It's
I'm a better
infuriating
shot,
knowing
man.
you can't stop what happens.
you,
But yeah.
you're the better
it
actor.
really
You
is.
play dead and I'll cover you.
I got that. I got that. Oh, that's them coming now, I think.
It'd be really nice to be able to make just a few slightly different choices on subsequent playthroughs. It'd be very cool. Oh man, they got me with the sniper again. God damn it. Sniper, no sniping.
Use place. These people. Move, you wicked! Move! Come on, let's get you out of.
Oh god. by the time I click the trigger, they're moving. And it takes a second. Oh, doors over here. Well, if you can call that a door. Blown out wall is over here, I should say. Get on the wagon. Okay.
Alright, let's see if we can get this back to camp without blowing ourselves up.
Slowest bolt action manipulation of all time.
Shooting back there.
That one's harder to work with than the other ones. The rolling block rifle and then the rare rolling block rifle have a little bit better response, but I don't know why it's assigning you the Arcana rifle. And they put the bolt action on my loadout. Perfect.
There was no more in there for. Still more behind us.
Yeah.
You need to take them out, Arthur.
Are they?
On our right, Arthur. You need to deal with this.
Yeah, it really does.
What do you think I'm doing?
This bolt action is a disservice as well.
Oh, okay. I don't
Jesus H. Christ, he says.
Oh, that was close. Don't reckon I'm cut out to be a dynamite wagon driver.
killing a bunch
You don't
of
say,
folks
Bill.
so we can rob some
You don't say.
dynamite, blow up a bridge. This make any sense to you?
It's a distraction. So it ain't meant to make sense.
It should to us. It's our plan.
You know, I've had it with the moment. Look, there's Micah up ahead.
Great. Whoa! So, you got it? We got it.
Fucking Micah, dude.
Yes, we got it.
What's wrong, Arthur?
Nothing at all, boss.
John, go drive this over to Bacchus Bridge. Get it hidden near there.
He really does think
he's in
charge.
You go on ahead. I need to speak with Arthur. Good work, son.
What's going on?
Listen, I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and you find me irritating and a threat, and I like to annoy you. But right now, I need better from you, Arthur.
Okay, Micah.
Shut
Whatever
the
you
fuck
say.
up.
I ain't the bad guy you think I am, Arthur. But I am a survivor. Stick with me and
That's
you'll live.
rich.
Oh, the bridge is probably a two-man job. You should probably go help Marston.
Why don't you?
Like I said, Dutch and I got planning to do for the train. There's a big picture here, Arthur. Trust me.
Okay, I should probably do Trelawney's last mission, but let me check these last chance things. Last chance to finish of Mice and Angels, page 100. Which one is that? Okay, I've done that one. Last chance to finish Money Lending and Other Sins, 6 and 7. If 2 out of the 3 required missions are complete. I know I did 6, but page 101. Okay, yeah, I've done both of those. So I can go ahead and do the Trelawney one. They really did. From the voice acting to the writing. Ugh. Just kind of makes your skin crawl. Why it's making me ride so slowly into camp right now.
So who do you think the rat is?
Rat?
Well, someone's talking to somebody. There has to be.
Josiah?
Wonder who it could be.
I was,
Leaving again?
yes, just leaving. I'll see you soon.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Well, if I was you, I'd disappear too. This is all pretty much over.
I'll be back.
No, you won't. Let's not pretend no more. Get out of here.
I'll miss you, Arthur. You've been a fine friend to me.
No, let's not get over sentimental. Oh, the place is quiet. Get out of here. You go with my blessing.
Thank you, Arthur.
Found a friend looking for you.
Mr. Morgan,
Sir,
how are you?
a little better.
I hope so.
How can I help you?
I'm sorry to impose on you again, but I believe I've made progress brokering peace.
You have?
I believe so. Colonel Favors has agreed to a meeting to discuss and maybe resolve his alleged grievances and mine. Now,
Is he
has lied
gone?
to me more times than I care to remember.
His missions are
Maybe this
over.
time
Did he leave the camp
He must want
after
peace.
the last money
Why
lending
could
one?
he possibly want to humiliate us further?
We got words for his kind, but they're colloquial.
I'm not sure.
Perhaps I could make one last request. My men are not allowed to carry arms.
You want us to keep the peace?
Yeah, it'll be a lot of dull talking and ceremony. But I feel with some non-tribe members present, their chances of lying or worse will be reduced.
Will you, Arthur?
It ain't my business, brother.
No, I know. But it is mine. Do it for me?
Charles, I got...
I've saved your life. Do it for me.
Sure. Come on. You owe this man. You should have him do your negotiations.
Let's go.
This way. thank you for doing this, both of you. You have already done so much.
Ain't a problem. Just hope nobody recognizes me. I've had a few run-ins with the army recently.
I wish we could have done more to control.
Say that again.
That shouldn't have gotten involved. Now Eagle Flies is under arrest.
It certainly won't help our case today.
Let's go with the Evans.
I will find a way to help him. I promise you.
I just hope Colonel Favors can be reasoned with. I am not asking for very much, but when our people are sick and hungry, and we find our medicine and supplies are being deliberately withheld, how can we not view that as something personal? When they destroy our sacred sites, how can I convince Eagle Flies and the others that they shouldn't fight back?
Maybe that's part of the reason they're doing these things. Because they want you to fight. To be able to say, look, you see how these savages behave?
Perhaps. Thank you for helping Captain Monroe to retrieve those vaccines, Arthur. He will be at the meeting and is one person who knows the true situation at least. I still have hope that we can come to an agreement.
I know, it's and the music is so good right here. There's about to be a major firefight, I think, so it might wake you back up.
This way. Yeah.
Oh, well, let me grab arms.
Colonel Favors, Captain Monroe, we come in peace.
Hello again. Who are these two?
They're friends of my people.
Interesting looking fellows.
Yeah, they won't cause any
Thanks.
trouble.
Well, I should hope not. Listen, Mr.
Chief.
Yes, Mr. I can't say that silly name. What is it?
In English, they call me Rainsfall.
Yes, I'm sure they do.
You
Listen,
hear this motherfucker?
we're all Americans here, and we want an outcome. But quite frankly, I am confused. Your men are little more than criminals, in my opinion. Keep breaking peace treaties we've made, causing disturbances in everybody's lives. But I pride myself on being a gentleman. Really, I do. But there are limits.
I can't say that silly name.
So,
Rainfalls?
be very...
Like Colonel Monroe isn't a silly name.
Okay, man? Someone. Jackson, take him away.
I was just coughing too. It's
You're a
the
gentleman with
TB.
limits?
Are you being facetious, sir?
Come this way, buddy.
I said, are you being facetious, Captain Monroe?
No, sir, I am not.
Chief Rains.
That's Rainsfall.
Exactly. Chief Rains, the thing
It's quite a
is,
cough.
the federal government
Sure.
that I handle
Wait here.
the situation
I'll fetch you some water.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
No. You know he's going to have Monroe court-martialed. Or attempt to. He's going to make a disgrace of him.
Monroe? Seems likable enough for a West Pointer. Why?
You know what Favors is like. Because he thinks it's...
Oh, yeah.
Because he thinks Monroe
Yeah.
is a patsy. Or a spy.
Wait, peek
Something
out.
Something to do with those vaccines getting stolen. He thinks Monroe is going to force him into making a concession with the Indians. So he removes
Ruh-roh.
Monroe.
Removes how?
Favors wants him tried for treason and hanged.
Why does Favors care about the Indians?
Because he doesn't want to back down. His whole professional life. You know what they say about him. Hightail Favors. The man who missed a battle.
Poor Monroe. Kinda liked him.
I know. Well, still, he's kind of stuck up.
Your men violated the treaty. That treaty is null and void. I have been appointed to negotiate.
Feeling better?
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
The lands you currently occupy belong to the United States government. Why is this so confusing, sir? Why?
Good day, Colonel Favors.
Well, that was remarkably unproductive. I'm afraid the federal government was quite clear, Colonel, that it wanted peace, and peace for all, and that the treaty had not been broken by anybody.
Oh, is that so, sir? And did it want impudence, sir, from a junior officer in public? Was that its plan too, sir? You insult me. You insult the regiment. Arrest this man.
Arrest me?
Gross insubordination. Disobeying an order. Treason.
Are you mad?
You had those vaccines stolen. You disrupted a negotiation.
Let him go.
This is all getting out of hand.
Captain Monroe, let's get out of here. If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut, amigo. I don't want to kill this man, but shall.
Arthur literally on death's doorstep. And, you know, still being a major fucking badass cowboy.
Just let him go, okay?
Get off me!
Open fire on him! Out this way!
Music is so good. Let's do this one. Evan's out. I know you can't, so I will for you. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Keep the gallop, come on. I can drive and kill at the same time, right? Excuse me, sir, I'm taking cover here. Arthur's still taking the time to tell his horse he's a good boy. Holy shit.
I think we're finally in the clear. Everybody okay?
Not really. What do we do now?
You get out of here. Fast. I'll take you to the station.
I can't believe that just happened. I've been an army man my
Really?
whole life.
Can't believe it just happened.
Talk. They was gonna have you hanged for treason. You can't die for those fools.
And what about the chief?
We'll do what we can.
I guess I won't be submitting my report.
I wouldn't think so. Easy there. Get out of here, Captain Monroe.
I fear it may be Mr. Monroe from now on.
I'm sorry about your career. Here. Here's some money. You take it and get out of here and start a new life somewhere. I hear Tahiti's nice.
Thank you.
Just hop on a train to Saint Denis, jump on a boat, but avoid Guam.
Where?
Forget about it.
Meet me at the reservation.
Morgan! Are you okay?
Well, never better. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm on my way down to Mexico. They're finally sending me on a mission. Brother Dorkins is very jealous.
I forgot that she's in Red Dead 1.
I'm dying, sister.
Okay?
Yeah, I got TB. I got it. Beating a man to death for a few bucks. I've lived a bad life, sister.
We've all lived bad lives, Mr. Morgan. We all sin. But I know you.
You don't know me.
Forgive me, but that's the problem. You don't know you.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but whenever we happen to meet, you're always helping people and smiling.
I had a son. He passed away. I had a girl who loved me. I threw that away. My mama died when I was a kid. And my daddy, well, I watched him die. And it weren't soon enough.
My husband died a long time ago. Life is full of pain. But there is also love and beauty.
What am I gonna do now?
Be grateful that for the first time, you see your life clearly.
Sure.
Perhaps you could help somebody. Helping makes you really happy.
But I still don't believe in nothing.
Often, neither do I. But then I meet someone like you, and everything makes sense.
You're too smart for me, sister. I guess I'm afraid.
There is nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Morgan. Take a gamble that love exists and do a loving act.
All aboard! I shall try.
I know you will. Goodbye, goodbye, Mr. Morgan. Goodbye.
Sister?
I was kind of thinking about doing that one Sadie mission, but it looks like it's really fast.
Just a moment, please.
So I think we're gonna leave that for next time.
I'm glad you're doing the right thing. Maybe you stop and think about your actions next time. Be seeing you.
Oh, no. Where am I at? Damn. Still at 66.3. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off for tonight. I don't know if I will stream Monday or not. It's Jeremy's birthday. I'll definitely stream on Tuesday the 3rd. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you.